We're calling him right now. Are you there, Randy? Okay, yes, I'm so sorry. We lost you.
That's all right. Well, I wasn't sure where I picked up, but I think the bottom line is most of you know we're moving in a direction that we're creating a legacy for future generations that will basically put most of their income just to paying interest on these massive deficits. We've got the government investing taxpayer money in private entities. We're going to have a tax on energy in this country. We've got the administration telling law enforcement people not to enforce the laws of the United States of America, and the president in Europe, basically saying that America hasn't been behaving itself, and so these are unprecedented times in our country, and certainly I'm very concerned about that.
Exactly.
Well, so are we, and what would be your best advice to us?
Well, I think one of the things that's very encouraging is I've not seen this kind of engagement from the American people on this issue in a long, long time, and I think you have to continue this engagement. I think you have to start flooding the White House with emails. I think you need to, split their switchboards. Obviously, there are other Texas members of Congress that you need to email your friends and have them influence their members of Congress. Because one of the things I'm already starting to see in this budget, for example, we had about 20, every Republican voted against it, and about 20 Democrats crossed over and voted against Obama's budget. And what I'm starting to see is even these moderate and conservative Democrats are starting to get scared because I think they know back home that the people in their districts aren't very happy about what's going on. So I think this is a time for the grassroots to rise up and let their voice be heard.
Right on.
Randy, I wish you could see this in here, because there's 30-something people, young people, and some as old as I am, and all the signs, the fantastic
No,
signs.
they're not as old as you are, Winston.
that are doing this, and a lot of them haven't been engaged like this before.
Let's let Randy hear our voice, everybody. Woo!
But Randy, I think that it's extremely important that we stop this insanity. I think that we've kept our mouths shut long enough. All of the nation will be watching the Senate and the Congress and the decisions that they make for the future of these children and these grandchildren and future grandchildren. It's time to let the spending stop.
Yes, and the president does not have the total say. With the checks and balances in place, we are counting on our leadership to turn this down and turn it off. What really woke me up, Mr. Neugebauer, Mr. Congressman, is when Senator Chuck Schumer said, well, Americans aren't paying attention. They don't care about the pork in these spending bills or this stimulus package. And that's what infuriated me. I got to tell you, first of all, I respect the heck out of the fact that you have taken it upon yourself to run for office and fight the good fight for us, because we lean on our leaders and we expect our leaders to do the right thing. And when we find that there are people that are supposed to be representing us doing things that are going completely against the grain of what this country was founded on, we're getting angry. And people that don't usually stand up and make a protest are waking up and saying, wait a second, I do have to speak out. So I hope you'll take our voices with you to Washington.
We are, and I think the fact that I think even the young people that have not normally been engaged in this process, they're starting to doing the math and looking at the huge deficits that we're running, that we're going to press the button to let them, pay that money back. And what that means is when you start doing the calculations, that it's going to take massive tax increases just to pay the debt on these levels of just pay the debt service with the interest on it. So I think everyone is beginning to realize that these elections do matter.
Absolutely.
Sometimes people think, well, my voice doesn't count, but, you know, we've got a congressional race up in New York, you know, in less than 50 votes separate that election, and so all across the country. But I think what y'all are doing, I mean, you're going to have to use everything that you can, writing letters to the editors and your paper, other papers, emailing your friends to do the same thing. And pretty soon, I think that the message starts to get out there that this administration, in fact, is not in sync with the American people.
That's right. That's right. Does anybody else have something they want to ask the congressman?
Tell them that Jones County's here, even though Jones County's not part of you, Randy, but we just passed this word on to Thornberry. Yeah, Mac Thornberry. Tell them that Jones County's part of this big country, and we're doing it together.
And I represent the whole United States of America, and Jones County and every other county in Texas and the big country. I'm here to represent your voice as well, and as well as my good friend Mac Thornberry. And I will pass along to Mac that Jones County was a precedent accounted for.
Well, sir, I would like to personally invite you to our tea party. It will be on tax day here in Abilene in front of the post office. And I know you're a very busy man, but I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you myself to please join us.
Well, thank you so much for the invitation, and thank you so much for what y'all are doing, and God bless you, and God bless America.
God bless you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Woo!